Okay, let's go through the 2025 uh paper one for the G1 paper. So this is a formula list. Okay, for this, so write 1000.4924 SF. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six digit 4 cannot roll out. So it becomes 1000 for SF. That's what it said. The next one. Correct 0.9090909 to 4 DP. DP 1234. That's fifth digit. The 9 can round up, so 0.9091 for DP. That's the answer. Okay, for this. Next one, question 2. The only number above is not a prime number. Write this out, explain your answer. So prime number are number that can only be divided by the number itself and 1. Example 2, 2, 3, 5, and 7. The only possible is 2 times. 2 is 2 times 1. 3 is 3 times 1. 5 is 5 times 1. 7 is 7 times 1. So it's all these are prime numbers. Numbers that can only be divided by the number itself and 1. So 3 is a prime number, 5, 7, 11, and 30. 9 is not. 9 is not a prime number because 9 is 3 times 3 and 9 times 1. So it's not a prime number. It can be divided by divided by other numbers. Okay, for this part. So prime number are only numbers that can be divided by the number itself and 1. So 9 is not. So 3. So diagram show a circle with center 0. AOB is the sector with angle of 5. The length of the arc AB is 7 cm. So the arc length remains this part. This part here is 7 cm. Then we know this is the radius. Find the circumference of the circle. So what is the circumference of the circle? So I know because if this is also 45, right? This will be 7 cm, which this happens in 90 degree. So this also 90, this also 90, this also 90, right? Then I get a full circle. So in the 90, this is 14, 7 plus 7, this is 14 cm. So this is 14, 14, 14. So the circumference of the circle is 7 plus 7 plus 14 plus 14 plus 14. It is 40, uh, 56 here. 56 here. That's my answer. Okay for this. Okay for this part. The next one. The volume of the cube is 125. Find the side length of the cube. Now, the cube is like this. Each side is the same length. This the same length. Which means this times this, if this side is x, is 125, right? So this x cube is 125. So x is cube root 125. Because the calculator cube root, you should get 5. The length of the cube is 5 cm. Or if you know this cube root, you just press calculator this. You also get this. You also get the answer. Either is fine. So calculate the total surface area of the cube. So the cube is, if you open up the cube, it will be uh, the cube will be something like this: 1 square, 2 square, no, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square. Each of these sides is 5 cm. Because the cube, all the sides are the same. So the area of one side, right, is 5 times 5, which is 25. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 sides. So the total surface area is 6 times 25, 150. 150 cm cube of this part. This will be the surface area. Okay, for this part. The next one. ABC is a right angle triangle and AD is a bisector of CAB. So bisector of CAB means these two angles are the same. These two angles are the same. So calculate angle BAD. What is this angle? So remember we have so this looks like a right angle triangle. I have the angle here. I must find out this angle. Then I can find out the other two by dividing by 2. This is the O, this is the A, this is the H. Tua, ha, so A and only have A and H. I use cosine. Cosine theta is A over H. The angle theta is cosine inverse this 33.557 7 degree. Then, but I want the blue color part BAD, right? So this angle here is 33.527 divided by 2, 16.778, which you then round off to one decimal place. 16.8, 16.8 degrees, 1 dp. Okay, for this part. Okay, for this. So this is the what? Picasso. Then you divide by 2 because they are asking for the half of it. Write these angles in standard form. Write these numbers in standard form. So in standard form is A times 10 power n. So 16 million is 16 times 1, this value. This is actually just 1660. It's generally just 16 and 60. So the standard form is 1.6 times 10 power 7. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then there's an answer. Okay, for this 2. So 2, this one you press calculator, 2 power 16, you get uh, you get uh 65536. Standard form becomes 6.5536. So the dot is calculate 1, 2, 3, 4 times 10 power 4. So for B, right, is 6.5536 times 10 power 4. You don't need to round up because this is already exact form. So for this, for 6C, the dot is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I overdid. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At here, the first one, 6. 2.34 times 10 power negative 6. So just now I overdid because this number is between 1 to 10. It's between 1 to 10. You see this part. So it must be, it cannot be 23 or 233. It should be 2.34 between 1 to 10. Then here is negative. Here is minus 6. It's negative 6 because I'm going to the right. To the right is minus. Power is minus. So my answer is 2.34 times 10 power negative 6. Okay, for this. Okay, the next one. So for question 7, a rectangle with sides of 4 and 10, side A, draw complete the rectangle. So for this, right, I give you, it should be, this is 10 cm. You use the protractor to mark out a 4 cm. So ideally, you do a 4 cm arc. This will be 4 cm. Then you know it should be 90 degrees. Then you can do the same. 4 cm arc. This 90 degrees. 4 cm arc. Then you take another 10 cm. You draw an arc. Draw a straight line. This will be 10 cm. Then this will be your answer for A. Okay, for this part. B. So to find B, right, the length of the diagonal, the slanted part, just take a ruler and measure, then you find the length. This will be your answer for B. Okay, for this, you give this a try, then you see how is it. The next one, question 8. Here, these are the first four terms of the sequence. Write down the next term in the sequence. So I know this is plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. The next term should be plus 3, 16. The next term. Write down the n term of the sequence. So I know it's plus 3, right? Plus 3n first. Plus 3n. Then the next one is I go forward. My minus 3 is 1. So it's plus 3n plus 1. That's my answer. You see this part? No formula, nothing. It's just the one that you add n, then you plus the one before the first term. That's it. Okay, for this. The next one. Let's simplify this. So you expand in first. 2 times. Expand in 2 times this is 6x. 2 times the minus 8 minus 16 then plus 4x. So 6x and 4x can add together, you get 10x. Then the minus 16 remains. That's your answer. 10x minus 16. Okay, for this. The next one. 4x divided by 2x squared over 5 is 4x times. You must change the fraction first. You flip the fraction after upside down. Then this becomes over 1. You take the top times the top, the bottom times the bottom, then it becomes 20x over 2x squared. You cancel out the 2 and the 10, 2 and the 20 and the 2 calculator. You get 10 over 1. The x and the x squared, you left the x here. So your answer is just 10 over x. The 1 you can delete it right. Like this. Okay, for this part. This one. A pyramid with a square base of 10 cm and a height of 30. Find the volume. So for this case formula, the volume is 1/3 times the base area times height. So it's 1/3. The base area of this is the area of the square. 10 times 10 is a square base. So the area is 10 times 10. What's the square base? It's like this. So the area is 10 times 10. The height is 30. So you press calculator, you get 1000 cm cube. Okay, for this, that's how you find using the formula. Find the area, convert your answer into meter cube. So 1000 cm cube into meter cube, right? You divide by 1, 2, 3, 60. 0.001 meter cube. 0.001. That's it. That's your answer. Okay, for this part. Okay, for this, the next one. Write these ratios in their simplest form. So I see that the back is 2, 24, and 28. I divide all by 2. So I get 6, 12, and 14. I see that behind this is 2, this 4, 6 can also divide by 2. I divide by 2 again. 3, 6, and 7. That's my answer. Can't divide anymore. Plus 3 and 7 cannot divide anymore. So the answer is 3, 6, and 7. Okay, for this. The next one. 5 cm to 10 meter, both are different units. I must change to the same unit first. I change meter to cm times 100. This is 10. Only then I can change. From here, I'll get 1 cm is to 200 cm. I can press calculator. You can press calculator 5 over 1000. You get 1 over 200. Your answer for ratio is 1 is to 200. Okay, for this, you can use calculator to get the answer, but the fraction must change to ratio because they are doing ratio. 1 is to 200. Then you can change manually, then you change manually. Okay, for this, the next one. The cost of electricity is this. Measure the price in GST. The table include GST at 9%. The off-peak for C is 20 cents. So I'll find the GST, find the off-peak with 9% GST added. Give in dollars per kilowatt hour. So, what is the 9% of this? What is the 9% GST of this one? So I change it will be 9 over 100. I change to dollars since it's all in dollars. 0.018 dollars. So the off-peak rate is 0.20 cents plus the GST, total is 0.218. 0.218 dollars. So for this, for C. Then last month, we used 31365 electricity at peak and 160 at off peak. How much less will you pay using A and B? So let's say I calculate for A. For A, he used 365 at peak, right? So the money he paid will be 365 times this one for A, 0.271. And then he used 160 kilowatt at off peak for A, 39. So total he get 173,655. 173,655 for A. For B, how much did he get? For B is 365 times 0.414, 160 kilowatt times 0.196 for B. Going to the answer. Mm, one six, 182.47. 182.47. So how much less will he? How much less? The question asking how much less will he pay? So he'll pay B is obviously more expensive. A is cheaper by how much? $8.815. You can round off to two decimal place. Take two. cheaper by $8.82. Okay, for this part, you find company A, then you find company B, then you minus off to find the difference. Okay, for this, then calculate company's A off-peak rate as a percentage of company peak rate. So as a percentage of company peak rate, right, off-peak for A. Off-peak is 0.239. Calculate A off-peak over the peak rate of as a percentage. That's how you read this question. Uh, 64%, 64.4%. Okay, for this, please repeat. Okay, for this part. The car leaves Johor Bahru at 1:35. They reach the expressway at Ayahatang 55 minutes later. The distance is 88 km. What time does the car arrive in Iron Hitam? So we start at here. It takes 55 minutes to reach. So it's 13:50 plus 55 minutes. So I know this will be 14:45. Click on this. So find the average speed of the car uh, in km per hour. So total distance over total time. Total time is 55 minutes, but they want hour. I change to hour. Minute change to hour is divided by 60. Become hour. So I technically it's 88 km 55 over 60 hour. Then I change to 1 hour by dividing 88 divided by 55 over 60. 96. 96 km. So what I did here is I take 88 divide by 55 over 60. Then you get km per hour per 1 hour. And I bring over is divide. Then from here I can find out the km per hour. Okay, for this C. The national speed limit is 110. Calculate 110 into meter per second. So I change like this. 110 km per 1 hour meter. 110 is 110,000 meter. 1 hour to second is 3600 times 3600. That's the calculated. 555 meter per second. You want to do decimal place. 30.56 meter per second. So for this part, then you travel 11. The cost of 11 km or 1 liter. It costs 205 ringgit. Find the cost of Johor Bahru to Union. It travels 88 km. So it's uh, one. So it's 11 km to 1 liter of petrol. It travels for 88 km. Here I know it's times 8. So here I times 8 also. It takes them 8 liter. Then it costs 2.05 ringgit per liter. So like this. 1 liter is ringgit 2.05. 8 liter will be ringgit 2.05 times 8. 2.05 times 8. Then 40. That's the answer. $10, $16 and 40 cents. Ringgit. Okay for this. And that's it. Let's say the whole thing for Apple Watch. Okay, so I give you a try again. Okay for this. Anything else you can ask me, please? Thank you.